Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ooh, man, what an evening I've had so far. Hold while I open my delicious non-alcoholic Topo Chico. And for all you guys out there, Tack Knives has this gorgeous titanium. You can't really tell in this camera, but it's like a oil slick titanium knuckle duster, which also has a bottle opener on it. Peep game. Flea deep. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, everyone like the chat, like everyone in chat, like the video if you could. Bing, bing, bing. Shout out to Danny Meatballs. I'm actually going to be having the Out of Battery group come on, I believe, on the 28th. So that's going to be exciting. Cheers to all you guys. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm sorry, I probably should have muted myself so you didn't hear gurgle, 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 burp. I'm terrible. I am a terrible host. Look at me. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, all right, here's what happened. Just for everyone wondering, like, why is Dark late, right? So, and Rich is definitely going to be extra pissed at this. So, you guys, you guys know that I've had that frag out upper and lower for a while. Well, I ordered a BCM handguard to go with the frag out upper and lower, and I got a bunch of stuff that I'm backlogged on painting. Okay, and when I paint anything firearm related, I take that very seriously. I'm very intricate. I'm not just the dude that lays it out, rattle cans it, and then just, grabs it an hour later. When I paint stuff, I take it seriously, right? Like I completely, wash it all down with Dawn, break all the solvents off of it, get it completely clean. I tape it off meticulously. And granted, most of the stuff that I do is battle worn painting. Battle worn is very forgiving. Okay, if you make mistakes, mess up, no problem, right? Well, what I use to keep from like the cost of Cerakote, um, Cerakote and Duracoat are the two best finishes for firearms, hands down, right? Two best spray finishes for firearms. Let me be clear on that. And personally, I love the if you're not going to go with Duracoat, which is kind of old and played out, let's be real. But Cerakote is fire, super strong, crazy strong, right? Well, if you're not gonna go to the extent of paying somebody like Frag Out or a lot of other companies that do Cerakoting, and you wanna do it on your own, but you want something a little more rugged than a rattle can job, what you can do is at Brownells, they sell these cans called, Alumahide. Now, you can get Alumahide in, like, every color of black, Parkerized, like a blued finish, jet black, matte black, shiny black. You can get gray, stainless gray, Magpul FDE, clear coat, all sorts of colors, and you can use that, apply it, and then cook it on, and it gets extremely. I mean, it gets extremely hard. um, Giggity, and I've used that several times for half a dozen different firearms and maybe even more, honestly, and it's done great. It holds up so well. So I got a bunch of stuff that I got to paint, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the first coat of paint in the stainless gray on the frag out upper and lower, right? And now that I got this BCM handguard in today from Jonah, shout out to Big Mac Defense, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna paint the handguard too because you want to paint each thing at the same time because differing temperatures and humidity and things can actually make the finishes look different. So it's best to do all your parts for whatever build you're doing at the same exact time. So I was like, I can do this quickly. This is like 7:30, okay? 7:30 p.m. Eastern my time. So then I say, okay, let's go ahead and do this. So I clean everything up really well, right? Then it's already like after 8 o'clock. Then I'm like, let me go ahead and just prep it. I'll have time to prep it. So then I start taping everything off. And I mean, I tape everything off, right? Every detent hole, every, the selector switch, the pinhole, like everything you could think of, I tape off. And then I'm like, well, I got to tape off the handguard too, right? So let me tape off the handguard. I'll do it from the inside of the handguard. And, I kind of frayed tape out, and I shredded it so I can put it over the BCM logo. And I'm like, okay, that'll be dope because that'll look like it's battle worn, but the logo is still the BCM logo is still showing through. That'll be dope. So I did that, and I'm prepping all this stuff, right? And then I go out and I go to grab my one of my cans of the Brownells Alumahide, and I shake it up like crazy. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them, roll them in a circle up, and watch me break them with the 7-11. Sorry, name that song. And then I'm shaking it up like crazy. Tinka, 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 tinka. All my neighbors now know that I'm spray painting something, right? And then I'm shaking it up, ting, 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 right? Ting, ting, haha. And then I start hosing it down, and I do some test sprays separate on the cardboard to the side of the items I'm painting. And I'm like, hold on, this seems like a strange, very direct, like laser focused spray. Typically it's a like a cloudy mist, and then you slowly spray over the areas, right? And anyone that's painted firearms before, you know, you can get a really good finish when you're just kind of misting over, and you pay very close attention to what you're spraying in the same directions and all that, and you don't get too close, right? If your spray is too focused, it can get globby, you can overpaint, and it gets nasty, right? So I'm just like, you know what? I know that the paint line is like very focused, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now, mind you, when I painted everything off, I painted like little tape handles into it so I can actually hold it up and right? So I'm spraying this stuff. First off, the first can doesn't even work. The alumahide inside the tip completely clogged up, and like you can't even get in there with a needle or anything like that to clear it out. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just use this other one that I have, right? Wasted can, whatever. So then I go to the other one and I'm like, I'm going to do this one. And then I start spraying that one. And that's when I noticed that the spray is a little too focused, but I'm like, I can freak it. I can do it. I can do it. So then I start spraying the shit. And then it kind of like is over painting, but I can't give up now because I've already started painting everything. So I'm just trying to be really mindful and cautious. And then it gets all over my fingers. My fingers literally become stuck to the handles. The handles start to rip off. Shit's falling. It like literally once I painted the complete upper, the upper just fell and fell on the dang, KASC gifted 5 DLD After Dark memberships, bro. Thank you, my man. KASC, you, my dude, are the man. Thank you. I appreciate you. As I'm ranting and you know, bitching about everything, but I'm grateful for you and all you guys in here. Thank you. So the upper falls, it gets all jacked up. I managed to get the little blue painter's tape handle back on there, and I start coating over the spots that fell on the cardboard. Okay. And then it gets all globbed up. I set it down and it's like, and it falls again. I'm like, no, while I'm painting the lower, and the handguard is in, it's just everything went wrong. I had like paint like totally caked in to like everything. I finally just, you know, scrubbed my hands like you scrub like an iron skillet, and I just went crazy, and I was just like and I'm looking at the clock and like, you know, 7:30, then it's 8, then it's 8:30, 8:45, 9, and I'm like, I got time, I got time. Then it's 9:15, 9:30. Walk out to paint, come back in at 10:15, and I'm just covered in shit. The paint job probably looks like dog shit. The one thing I'm thinking though is that, like I said, battle worn is very forgiving. So I'm hoping after this dries, I'm going to cure it on by cooking it on. And then after I cook it on, I'm going to literally hose it down with black paint and brush it and make it look like it's old, worn, and beaten. I'm just hoping and praying, dear God, please, this is not the type of upper and lower that you want to make a mistake with. It is a like one of 50 Frag Out Design Studios beautifully engraved upper and lower, and I'm like, man, please don't let this be jacked up. So I hope it's okay. It looks kind of okay. It looks like a little oversprayed and overpainted, but you know what? As soon as it's done, as soon as I get it all cured and cooked on and cured and get the black on and kind of wipe it off, then I'll bring it back in. Then I'll sand it in all the little fun spots and I'll make it look super dope. And I'm hoping that it looks okay, but that's why I'm late. That is why I'm late. So, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to you and my apologies. All right, so let's go back through. Let's welcome everybody, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So, first off, thank you for your patience. We got about 43 people up in here, so hell yeah. Kurt 24, who thought I took a nap, but I was being held against my will by a project. I apologize about that. I thought I could just knock it out real quick. So that's my B. So let's say what's up to all the channel members. Let me get some nicotine first, y'all. Hold up. Now tonight's going to be exciting because we're going to spend some time with each other here, but afterwards, I'm being involved in a very special project, a very small circle of a beta project, and it's something that I can't really show you on YouTube. So after this, I'm going to be going live on Rumble, and I'm going to be doing something pretty dope, pretty cool, and showing you guys something exclusive that we literally had to get a very well-known firearm company um, permission to sign a licensing agreement to allow their logo to be on this item that may have been pooped out by a computer. So hashtag printing. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll fill you guys in on all that. But I can only do that on Rumble because YouTube, you suck. So let's go ahead and get started. So Kurt 24, my guy, one of the favorite of all the mods here. Of course, my other guys, Sport Brand and all them, we love y'all too. But Kurt 24 has just got like a special. He's like the unofficial producer of the show. Kurt 24, my guy, also a channel member. We got Key ASC, also a channel member. What's up, brother? Great to see you. BV Lumi, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. We got Madam. Good evening, Madam. Man Against the Masses, our resident meme artist, here to please. Let's see, Moose 47. What's up, boy? I like that. Also, another channel member. We got too many choices in the building. Talking about 9mm. We know you love it. Do you own a 9mm? Too many choices? Because this 40 talk is getting my penis soft. Flying Rich, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Flying Rich is not the guest this evening. You're welcome. Let's see, JLM, also a channel member. What's up, my guy? Great to see you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. We got JC9. What's popping? Hey, Dark 2011 3 World Wars champ. I don't think the 2011 has won 3 World Wars, but what about that 3011 though? Flying Rich, the Prius patch. Man, I'll tell you guys all about that. And if you did not see it, it's bad. It's bad. Let's see, JC9, Key ASC. Let's see who else we got. JC9, Flying Rich. Key ASC, JLM. Too many choices. Mike McClune, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. We got Zanti Misfits in the building. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Montana. What's up, brother? Another channel member, of course. Man Against the Masses, JC9, ADXR920. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. We've got Gort. Great to see you. Another channel member. Hey there, friends. Hello, fellow firearm enthusiasts. Oh, that's great. Flying Rich, JC9. Let's see who else we got up in here. My bad. I'm super. It's funny you're talking about this. I'm painting my rifle this weekend. Well, if you want to know exactly what not to do, do that. Do what I just explained for the first 10 minutes of of the live stream because bro, I mean, look, I'm gonna make it look good, no doubt, and I'm gonna. But I mean, man, I next time, you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. Next time, I'm going to get a new can of Alumahide for every project. That's why that's why. This way, for every single project, I got the same can of Alumahide. It's the same dye lot, same color, everything. Just keeping it as concentric and similar as possible. But also, I won't have this crazy focused laser beam of paint and I can sticky fingers. Yes, dude, my skin is sticking to my fingernails and it's crazy. But cheeks, you cannot replace that feeling of painting your own firearms. Painting your own firearms is like, I don't know, it's something that's just so like it's like artistic and fun and freeing and it just I don't know, man. It's something I can't explain it. It's just it's great. It's fun. Senor Bob, great to see you, my guy. Another channel member. We got Fire Rodder in the building. Another channel member. Cali Prepper, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. Let's see. Key ASC, Senor Bob, Fire Rodder, Mike McClune. Hey, frag out. Like 20, if that many, once I get my new shop, but I can paint it for you. Oh man, I would hate to. Okay, yes. I don't want to impose. Okay, I was about to hit you up and be like, "Hey, so I got this BCM handguard and I'm going to use it on this, but if you have another handguard that is engraved to match the upper and lower, I will buy that from you today, tonight, tomato, whatever." But Frag Out Design Studios, if you have not seen the work that Frag Out does, bruh, this is like next level laser work. He draws it with his hand, and his computer draws it with a laser. It is insane. Go look at Frag Out Design. You know what? Go look at Frag Out, his YouTube channel, his Instagram. If you are not impressed, I will write you a check for nothing. I won't put a dollar amount in there, but I'll write you a check. I guarantee you're going to be surprised. Mike McClune, not my name, another channel member, my guy. Great to see you. Hey, there he is. Sport Brand. What's up, fam? Great to see you. Another channel member, of course. Let's see. Sport Brand, Fire Rodder, Senor Bob. JC, I'm a little congested. My apologies. My apologies. Let's see. Flying Rich. What up? And of course, the honorable mentions. We got Damian Cright. We got Damian Christ. What's up, brother? Great to see you. LOL, my main issue with my current shop is the dangerous spray booth. I need a proper one to continue. Well, my spray booth was my garage, cracked about an eighth of the way open. No mask, no nothing. And then I turned my goon beam on to look at the items that I'm painting, and I just see particles flying through the air, and I'm like, yeah, I'm breathing all that in. Xanthi Misfits, what's up, brother? I'm gonna paint mine purple and green. I got a Hulk sticker I've been holding on to just for this. Nice. That's fire. Spray booth, space elevator. Yeah, I know. All right, we got Damian Christ up in here. What's up, brother? We got Frag Out Design Studios. Go check his shit out. If you're not impressed, I'll buy you a sandwich. Let's see. Warsaw, what's up, brother? DLD After Dark. Best mod I've encountered is heat shrinking tub ding on your AK's charging handle on the what? Tubing. Okay. Is heat shrinking okay, tubing on your AK's charging handle on the carrier. Oh yeah, kind of like how they kind of come from the factory, well, wherever they come from, overseas factory, where they have like the little poly tubing over it, and it's like a kind of like a plastic cap when you melt it on there. Is that what you're talking about? I gotta ask you, you have heat shrink tubing. So it's funny, there's so many different types of heat shrink like tubing that I actually use poly tubing for packaging the orders for DLD hardware. And but I mean there's a big difference between like the super thick dense colored ones and then the super thin clear ones that I'm using. And I'm using that machine that you open up, you put it on, you slam it down, it basically cooks it closed to seal it, and then you to cut the bag. So you're basically making bags. But I do have the heat gun and thicker poly tubing and shit like that. But we'll come back to it though. DB Cooper, my guy, what's up, brother? Rip Curl Readiness, what up? Great to see you. When you were talking about the 80s, like the Tiffany blue one and stuff, were you talking about GST9s or polymer 80s? Of course, I'm aware that the polymer 80s came with the frame, the jig, the drill bits, the rails, and like everything in one, you know, because that's how they came for years and years until the fuckery with the GTF. So but I didn't know if you were referring to the GST9 or P80s. So with one of the comments you left, Tactical Turkeys, my guy, what's up, brother? DLD out here drinking that high dollar water, bro. Hey, Topo Chico is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things we're going to be doing is after this, after the YouTube stream, we're going to go over to Rumble, and I'm going to be showing something that I'm gonna be taking all the supports off, and we're gonna be putting together. We're probably not gonna actually like get it all. Gutter cheese, what's up, my guy? Great to see you. Um, I'm probably just gonna pull like all the supports off and stuff, and kind of talk about the project, what it is, the beta that I recently agreed to do, and it's dope. It's dope. I don't know if any of y'all caught like what that was that I just flashed, but that is a very, very, very small group beta that was co-signed by a company that is big in the firearms world. So yeah, it'll be dope. When you guys see it, it'll be dope. Let's see. DLD heat shrink tubing from electrical appliances. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. A lot of them come like that from the factory, but the issue is that a lot of times they just pull off. So, you know, I just I don't know. When I run an AK, I usually don't run gloves, but if you do, you can just reach under there and rack, pretty smoothly. But it is nice. It is nice. I will say I won't get one of the like metal charging handles that you screw in with a set screw and all that. I'm kind of like that Tromix look to it. I'm not down with that. Yes. So what I was referring to when you left that comment was the GST9s. So the GST9s. So there's a lot of 80% Glock frames. There's of course the Polymer 80, right? And I've been building those since like you know the moment that I found they came out. I just always thought they were cool as hell. Um, so I've been building those for years and years. But the Polymer 80s, of course, they used to come with the frame, the jig, the rails, the drill bits, all that shit. Um, and a little instruction card and all that. When they first came out, they were 150 bucks, and then they got down to about 100 bucks. Then people started selling them for 100 bucks with 100 to 150 with a P80 lower parts kits. And I actually had really great luck with the Polymer 80 lower parts kits. Some people said they kind of haven't had the same experience as me, and that's cool. I mean, every single frame, like every person that drills and mills a frame, we're all getting like slightly different results. And yeah, they may kind of all not work very well with the same parts, but if you have them in a frame that is working with the slide and everything is kind of a good relationship and everything is married very well, then I've never had one fail. I have had ones that like with certain slides it wouldn't run as reliably, like they wouldn't catch the striker or something. But typically what happens there is however you drilled it, um, it's just slightly out of spec. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So there's the Polymer 80 frame, there is the GST9, there's the Lone Wolf Freedom Wolf, there's the Geisler Defense, there is the what other 80% Glock frame is there? So Polymer 80, GST9, Strike 80, which is basically a P80 because there was a Strike Industries and Polymer 80, like it was a collab essentially. So Polymer 80 frame, and then the Strike 80 frame. I've done a Strike 80 as well. That's I got one in my collection here. On Rumble, I can show you, but not here. And then the Lone Wolf, Freedom Wolf, the GST9, and the Geisler. So that's five I can think of off the top of my head. And I built all those, but they did all at one point come with everything until the GateTF came in and said, "Hey, you need to separate these." Now we're back to apparently the blank frame alone by itself with no jig, no tools, no instructions, no drill bits, no nothing. That's apparently a firearm again. So I don't know. You could have fooled me because everybody's out here selling them. They're like QATF. So yeah, gotta love that. Okay, let's see. Toy Town, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Why is it not clicking? There we go. Toy Town, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member, of course. Let's see. Gutta Cheese, my guy. What up? Rice Cutta GST Remix FSP 17 goes hard as F. Word. Hell yeah. DB Cooper, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Who else did I see? I think I saw Integrity. Integrity, what up? Great to see you. What's good, DLD? What's good, everybody in the chat? What up? I think we already said what's up to everybody. All right, so appreciate all y'all coming in and hanging out. Some crazy things have happened recently here. You know what? I'm gonna take a drink, but I'm gonna mute this time so I don't, gurgle in your ear and shit. So a couple things. Hold on before we get into this. Um, this frame, um, I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do. So this frame was licensed by a company and basically gave the rights to a creator to use their logo on this frame. And underneath all those tree supports is the logo of the company. And after we do the stream here on YouTube, I'm going to go over to Rumble and we'll actually take off all the supports together, take a look at it, get a feel for it, and I'll kind of show off the frame. It's a very, very, very small group of dudes that are doing this beta. So once I get it all together and get it built, we'll take a look and you'll see what the company is and you'll get a look at the frame and all that. So we'll do that together on Rumble after this. So for the longest time, I thought I had a Rumble account. I technically did, but I was assuming, much like Utreon, which is now Player, and Odyssey and other backup sources, that it was just automatically taking my videos when I go live and upload and whatnot, that it was just automatically taking my videos and, caching them or syncing them to these other platforms like it does for Utreon or Player. And I go look at Rumble, and I just have an account, like an account that you watch with. I didn't actually have a channel, so I had to go and create a channel. And when I created a channel, I created obviously DLD After Dark, and I did my first stream. On that first stream, bro, it's at like almost 700 views, and it kind of I was surprised. It kind of did pretty well. So, let me see here. I just saw all the text messages. Dark, are you going live? What's going on? Let's see. All right, let's go. That's me. Okay. And of course, I would encourage you guys to come every Monday. Yeah, 707 views, bro. That's pretty crazy for the first time going on Rumble, and I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like, we got 60 people in here now. I was expecting like the 60 people that are here to come and hang out, but I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised. All right, let me pull up the chat, then we'll jump back in. Hang on. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm already demonstertized because they just let's see, let's see. I don't care anymore. Whatever. Okay. You know what? Don't care. I watched it 200 times. I believe that Zanty Misfit. Silverback, what's up, brother? Great to see you. As long as I have chat in here, I'm good. That's what I just wanted to pull that up here. Boom. Okay. All right. So now we got that pulled up. So a couple things. So we'll be doing that together on Rumble after we finish this stream. So if you'd like to look, I was the guy that, every time these creators out here were like, when it gets too like, okay, so many companies are like, or companies, channels are like, we're gonna start here, then we go to Rumble. The moment they leave, I'm out of there. I'm not going on Rumble. I'm not going to chase you around. I'm not going to jump around to different platforms. I was the guy that has been denying Rumble for like, I mean, a very long time. Okay. And then I finally set up a channel and I'm like, yo, Rumble is kind of like where it's at. And people are in the comments like, bro, you get to handle firearms. That's so crazy. I know. Imagine that. Like, we get to touch our own property on on a live stream on a channel that I own on their platform. But anyway, Z, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. John Rice, what's up, brother? Another channel member for show. And of course, Silverback is also a channel member as well. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy. So we'll be doing that together, and we'll unearth this new frame together on Rumble afterwards. But being that I was the one that was always like, whatever, if you bounce, if you leave YouTube and you go on Rumble, I'm not following you. I'm not doing. I finally did it, and you know what? I'm glad that I did. And there's some pretty fire content on Rumble. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of impressed. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like the new thing. I finally succumbed and I did it. So I would love y'all to, fuck with me and come hang out. They hit DLD for talking about holding guns on Rumble, probably. Bro, they would hit me for anything, man. We were literally we had a CAD design of a Glock frame pulled up on frame when I had Unseen Killer on here, and we were putting stippling on it, and we got dropped like 3 times. And one day I picked up a slide, and they were like, firearm," and then they pulled like, y'all just don't know. You don't understand, do you? But they don't. Y'all know that they don't know guns. M. Gabriel, what's up, brother? So, I got hit for holding a black P80 frame. So they do say in their uh, terms of service or whatever that basically anything that looks like a pow pow is a no no. So they kind of leave it open out there so they can just be like, yeah, nah, it looks similar to something that looks like it may have at one point been a gun. So nah, we're not doing that. Who knows? Maybe they'll just hit me for talking about it, like Too Many Choices said. Um, Rumble bonus, it will play with, hold on, with phone screen off. It will do that if you pay for it through YouTube, but you can stream both at the same time. Yes, absolutely, yeah. But the only issue with that is that if I kind of forget that like I can do something on Rumble that I can't do here, and I start tripping and make a mistake, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't do that. I'm on YouTube. It's just kind of I want to make sure that I separate things. You know, um, when doing things like that. Now, in general, I may just still stream to both, right? Because some people despise YouTube. Some people, and they just don't want to be like even put their, have any connection, their data, their phone. They're just like, I don't want it at all. And you know what? Google and YouTube and Alphabet and yeah, I'm with you. And honestly, that's why this is like a love-hate relationship. It's like more like an abused spouse relationship. I don't want to come back here, but this gives me reach to be able to use their extremist platform to fight against them and get a good, positive, healthy word out to, young men like us. And every now and then the occasional woman too, like the occasional Ting Ting, the occasional Vanessa Kitty, the occasional, there's not that many out there, but they do exist. Okay. So, okay. So let's get into this real quick. So, I'm not the one to run around, like I've said this before with ammunition. Um, I'm not the one to run around and be like, buy shit, buy shit, buy shit. But it's important with panic buying going on. I'm not telling you or anyone to panic buy, but I will say this: it is important with panic buying going on that you guys make sure that you have what you need. Some things are happening, which is kind of making me a little uncomfortable. And I know, deep down that like me and my family, we have enough ammunition to get more ammunition if need be. And obviously, that's not the purpose of all this, but I know that I at least have enough to get more if I need. And you know, we'll see what happens. But here's what I see. What I saw is in a very, very short period of time, UTM stopped fulfilling commercial contracts. Lake City stopped fulfilling commercial contracts. Within 12 hours or so of that, the Hornady factory exploded. Right now, that's happened before. I'm not saying that it's a conspiracy. It's not like those single engine Cessnas flying into the grain processing plants and, blowing up. That's not super weird. Now it is appearing to maybe be a coincidence, and I know not too many of those actually exist, right? So, I mean, of course, the first thing I think of is government conspiracy, but we don't know anything. All we can do is take information that's, whatever's happening, take information and then make a decision that's best for you and your family around it. Like, don't go into debt, don't go do anything crazy, not on the production line, but it will still impact the company. But here's another piece of it too. Not that much of Hornady ammunition is even, like, we're talking about a percentage of jacketed hollow points, not even a crazy amount of like, most people I know aren't even rocking Hornady. Some do, right? And it's good quality ammunition. But I'm just saying that, like, it's not a huge hit to the bulk ammo community right now. This is not helping anything, right? And it certainly looks like something sketchy is going on, but apparently it happened again, or it happened prior in like 2016, and it's not a rare occurrence, right? Like, the 3M factories blow up all the time, right? They, like, ammunition plants blow up, chemical plants blow up, like, that shit happens. But it was just strange that it happened in such close proximity to other things that happened, or that were happening around the same time. In addition to that, um, trying to look you up, but I only find Fly Rich. I guess Rumble is not familiar. Oh, shucks. Dang, Osgood Black with the okay, and the more concerning thing, or I guess the thing that seems like weird and sketchy, Agorizer, what's up, brother? Good to see you. You didn't miss a lot. I was just complaining about me painting all over myself and messing up potentially the only frag out upper and lower that I have. Um, yeah, moment of silence for that. So, within a few days of all this going down, we're already thinking like, yo, that's suspect, right? We got UTM not fulfilling commercial contracts anymore. We have Lake City not fulfilling commercial contracts anymore. We have the Hornady, again, it's not a big piece of the, like, bulk ammunition, but it's still, I'm sure they do stuff for other companies too and all that. But even if it takes them out of the game for a few days or a week, it's still going to have an impact on ammunition, at least jacketed hollow points and hunting ammo and shit like that. Bro, I still got a bunch of the VMAX and ZMAX and all that. It's good shit. I carry Hornady from time to time, but I've kind of honestly switched back mostly to Federal, G9 stuff. Like, right now, in my shoulder rig, I got a Glock 17, and I got the G9 ammo, and the not G2, G9, very different company, very different ammunition, no gimmick BS, and also Federal, BPLEs, HSTs, and shit like that. Okay, so amidst all this, UTM is not fulfilling commercial contracts. Lake City is not fulfilling commercial contracts, and the shit happened at Hornady, right? So all that's going to have an impact. Then within like a week of all, well, a week of Lake City and Hornady occurring, um, out of nowhere, some fucking billionaire comes and purchases the holdings company for CCI, Spear, Federal, and what was it? CCI, Spear, and Federal. Um, I don't know if there was another one. Let me see. Let me be for show. Let me be for show. Do, 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 do. Shit, I don't fucking know. Um, is it in here? Maybe I took a screenshot of it. Hold on, give me one sec. I'll pull it up. Jesus Christ, how is there this many? I don't know, but I at least know that it's CCI, Spear, and Federal, and it's like the Czechoslovak company or something like that. Now, again, that may be nothing. It may not be a big deal, but we don't know. So that's the that's the thing that's like, okay, what's gonna happen if this dude is not? Have you guys ever met like a cool billionaire that's like super based and focused on freedom and constitutionality? And no, like not me personally. I would think that there are more uh dirt bags. And here we go. CCI, Spear, Remington, and Federal get sold to a foreign national for like $1.4 billion cash. And it's not a deal of like, a little bit of cash up front and then royalties and then paying over time and shit like that. No, it's boom, everything like $1.4 billion to a foreign national. It's just strange to me, right? So that's why everyone is panic buying. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go out and buy a bunch of ammo. I I just so happened at that time, cool billionaire. Nope, for real. Tony Stark. Okay, Tony Stark is a cool billionaire, but the actor, well, I'll leave you guys to make your own decision on that. Nick, what's up, bro? I have a G17. I got the 100,000 round G17 on me with a it's blue and battle worn with a blue 24 rounder and yeah, a bunch. So these are some of the G9. Their rounds are crazy, man. Their rounds are nuts. Check them out. Actually, you know who put me on to them was AR Takedown Tool. Those guys are awesome. Show them some love too. Dude is probably part of the World Economic Forum. Facts. Like we don't know, right? Now let's just say, okay, when things are uncertain and you don't know, like that's why I personally made the decision to purchase some additional ammo. And then I got a little bit more nervous. So this is kind of how things unfolded. Now, again, I'm not telling y'all to do anything. You guys use your own critical thinking, do your own research, see how comfortable you feel about whatever amount of ammo you got and want in the future. And if you do want to shoot in the future and train and have ammunition to potentially use as a tool to get more ammunition, or trade or barter or whatever the fuck, right? It's up to each individual person, right? But here's kind of where my thought process was. So I hear Lake City, well, I heard UTM and Lake City were not fulfilling any more commercial contracts, and I was like, "Ooh, that's not good." So I placed an order for some ammo, and then I heard within like 12, maybe 24 hours of that, the Hornady explosion occurred, and I was like, "Okay, that's too close for like." My first thought was that someone's gotta be behind it doing something. You know what I mean? Like, now, a woman passed away, unfortunately. There was another man injured, which is terrible. My heart goes out for them, their family, and all that. Um, it's just Topo Chico. I'm a seltzer type of mofo, you know what I'm saying? So, that happened, and I was like, "Yeah, too close for comfort." I mean, I'm good, I got ammo, but when do you have enough ammo, right? Do you ever have too much ammo? I don't know. And the thing that was kind of bothering me was that I was talking to dudes that I know that have FFLs. What's up, Take Money? Good to see you. Dudes that have FFLs, dudes that have shops, dudes that are in the ammo and gun parts game, and all of them are like, "Yo, an individual can buy ammo and find ammo right now, but these shops are calling these dealers are calling their distributors, and the distributors are being like, yo, that case you bought or two cases you bought or a few cases or whatever, that 10,000 rounds you bought, that's going to be the last you're going to be able to buy for a very long time." And they are straight up telling them that. So they're seeing that it's like a delayed reaction. So if dealers are having a difficult time getting ammo, my first thought is, okay, then in the future, because it still appears to be available to us, You go on all the basic places, go on PSA, right? Most people jump on the most basic, like Brownells, PSA, aim surplus, that's where they get ammo. So those are the places that I was looking to kind of gauge what the, general public or people in the, gun whatever are doing. So then I started looking, and I had already placed an order like 1,000 rounds of 5.56, 1,000 rounds of 9 mil FMJ, 1,000 rounds of 9 mil JHP, some 12 gauge flight control. That shit's great. I actually never purchased that before, and I was like, all right, this is you know a must have for shotguns. And then I placed that order, and then like a day or two later, all this other shit's happening, and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable. So I use ammo squared. So I went to ammo squared, and I literally maxed out everything and was like, ship everything. So another batch of 9 mil 45 ACP and 5.56, boom. So that's on its way too. And then like a day or two later, when I heard about this foreign national that purchased all of our domestic ammo production, I was like, oh no, I don't like that one bit. So I don't know. Again, he could be totally fine. It could have zero negative impact on ammunition and shooting, or it could have a massive negative impact. So would you rather put a little bit of money out or not? Look, I'm not telling you guys. I fucking despise this world of consumerism and fucking convenience, okay? I get it. It sucks. I hate it. And at the same time, would more ammunition be better or worse if shit popped off? Obviously, it's going to be better. So that's why I kind of, went a little further, not beyond my means, but why I went a little further than I typically would have. And I placed another order. But here's the deal: when I placed this other order, the ammo was literally going out of stock while it was in my cart. So at first I put 20 boxes of I put like an 800 rounds of 9 mil AAC on PSA in my cart because I already had 200 rounds from when I was out in Greenville. I grabbed two 100 round packs of AAC from. I don't know why I'm telling all y'all this. I'm just trying to give an idea of like my mindset when I did what I did, okay? So I went ahead and when I was out in Greenville at South Carolina, I grabbed two 100 packs of AAC 9 mil when I was there. And I was like, okay, well, let me just grab another 800 of that same shit because it's like 24.99 for a 100 pack. So grabbing eight of them is not that expensive. So I put eight in my cart. And then I saw that they had some XM193 5.56 for like $9 and like 19 cents per box, and I'm like, oh, bet that's a good deal. So then I throw 20 of those in my cart, and then I refreshed, and it said like a big red error, and it said the amount is no longer available. So I'm like, oh shit. And then I adjusted it to 15. It's like the amount is no longer available. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So refreshed out, it did 12, refreshed it. The amount's not available. 10, refreshed it. And then it said it was available. And then I refreshed it again almost immediately, and it said, this amount is not available. I'm like, what the fuck? I literally went back 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, refreshing every single time. And it said the amount wasn't available till I had one in my cart, one box of 20 rounds of XM193. And then it said it was available. And then I went to go check out, and then it said it was sold out. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. I spent more time fucking with this than I could have just bought it. So I went and I grabbed some AAC 77 grain boat tail hollow point, and I was like, boom, whatever. I'm just grabbing that. But my point to all this is that like so this is a lie. I placed a fourth order today. Sorry. Um, but I'm just grabbing some additional stuff because it hey William, come on PLA. What's up, fellas? Um, I need to get a bolt action based on what ammo I can get from Walmart. Bro, the Savage 22 LR bolt gun is fire. Anything within like 150 rounds of me in that thing is dunzo. Like that thing is still for a 22, it's pretty nuts. And I'm not a long range dude, I used to have a Remington 700 and 300 blackout, and that thing was pretty fire. I would hit targets at, 450 with that thing, no problem. But I sold that a while back, and I was about to get a Savage 110 in 300 Magnum, but I just went a different direction. I should have got it. It was like 650 and it had glass on it and all that. So many opportunities of, when you sell shit and you regret it, or when you see shit and you want to buy it and you don't and you regret it. I've never regretted purchasing something. Like I've never regretted purchasing a firearm. Well, there was that Kimber Pro TLE that was not pro at all. All I did was slap frickin' stovepipes out of that bitch. Nate D, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Me, what up? Actually, a bolt action 223 is a great way to save ammo and get a fix. Facts. Very true. Hillbilly up, what up? Good to see you. Bro, a suppressed 22 bolt gun is nuts, especially with like some standard pressure, like 1050 FPS, 1040 FPS, whatever it is. Bro, them bitches are quiet and they're still just enough energy to get something done. I shoot single action 22 revolvers for fun. Hell yeah. My six arc hit out to 1,000 this last weekend from an 18-inch upper. Nice. That's what's up. DLD, do you have Harasan SCS for your moss slides? What do you think? Well, I'm glad you ask. So the two most recent optics that I've got, look, and I'm not a rich man, okay? So just bear with me, y'all, because people are going to automatically think that oh, he's buying ammo, he's got this. And bro, I'm not. I just very carefully budget for what I want, and I'm disciplined with money. Okay, that's all. Um, Even though I haven't had a job since August 11th. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like that's why. So actually, you know what, Kurt, could you drop my link, on my eBay link? So if you want to support the channel, here's what you can do, and I'll get to this in 1 second. Um, Shopify is trying to cancel me, so I have DLD hardware for jigs, tools for building P80s and shit like that. So if you want to get something from DLD hardware, and I just actually put, for anyone out there, this has been out of stock forever. I put one AR 80% jig up there. So they're like $30. They're the polymer ones from P80. Some people have had some good luck with them. Some people have not. So for anyone out there, I literally have one that I put up there in stock for sale. It's like 30 something bucks. 35, 32, 30 something. I don't know. You look great tonight, Dark. Thank you, JFC. I appreciate you. Great to see you, by the way. Um, Let me know when your order's coming in, JFC. We could talk after the stream. So what happened is I put Shadow Systems lower parts kits. They're Glock lower parts kits. They're, in my opinion, they have been just as reliable as OEM lower parts. But unfortunately, Shopify did not like them up there. So once I sold them, sold out like that. They're $59. So they're a great deal for very good, reliable lower parts kits with like a performance grade trigger, in my opinion, for a good deal, $59. And they sold out super quick. And that's probably why Shopify didn't say anything, because DLD hardware is a Shopify store. Because typically I just sell jigs and tools for building. Well, I posted them back up again, and I bought 25 of them. So I put 25 of them in stock, and then one sold, or maybe a couple sold, and then they sent me an email saying, DLD, we believe you're breaking our weapons policy. Weapons policy? They're parts, bro. They're literally just plastic, whatever. So I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do? F them. I'm going to literally set them up on my eBay store so people can go buy them on eBay. But that only means that people that I literally send there, like, hey, go buy them here, are going to be, supporting the channel that way. So if you guys choose to, and only a few people sell them, and some people are selling them for like $89, which isn't too far off from what Shadow Systems sells them for, but you can find them for less. So if you're tight on money, don't bother getting them from me. You can get them some places for less. But if you I don't wanna just, like, ask for money and shit like that. I would much rather have something where, sell them for just, like, a little bit more than you may be able to get them for some places, but still provide a little bit of support to the channel and give you guys good products and good parts with some super based packaging, I might add. That's been my number one, feedback on selling these. So anyway, they're on eBay, Shadow Systems, Glock Lore Parts Kits. If one of the mods is out there and they could grab that link and share it, that would be super helpful. But anyway, so to answer what you're talking about, I recently purchased an RMR Type 2 3.25 MOA, the three and a quarter MOA, and a slide that came with a Holosun SCS on it. Bro, I gotta be honest. So the only reason I bought the slide with the SCS is because I got a Gen 5 19 slide barrel OEM parts with the SCS on it, a whole multicam Cerakote job, custom porting done on the barrel and all this stuff, right? I got the whole thing, including the optic, for like 360, which is literally like the cost of a Holosun SCS. So I was like, okay, I gotta jump on that. So I grabbed that and I put that on the Lipsy's custom Battlefield Green lower. It looks fire. I actually think I got a picture right here. Hold up. Here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Vindo. I got the Vindo. And okay, this is it right here. So putting both the RMR, which is an excellent, very, very sturdy, I'd say probably one of the most rugged red dots you can get. Putting the SCS next to the RMR, I would probably choose the SCS. One, you don't need a battery, right? Now the RMR you actually have to remove to change the battery. So you don't have to do it very often. Johnny Propane, what's up, bro? But when you do, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So um, this doesn't even have it sits way lower because it doesn't have the changeable battery. There is an internal battery in it, but it is completely solar powered. So if you look at the optic on this, it's sitting very low. So the SCS, it actually, let me see if I can zoom in on this for you. If you look at the SCS, it where is it? Not that. Kill your local pedophile, not that. Actually, you know what? This oh, whatever. I'll just use that. So this one. Hey, Nate D, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. He says, "Help a member rejoin the channel. Where on iPhone?" So I don't know if you can do it on the iPhone or not. Somebody else may need to help you with that. But I think if you go to my main page, like my channel page, there's a join button and you can click join. But you may have to do it on desktop. I'm not certain. But maybe somebody else could help you. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Nate D, my guy, always contributing. Appreciate you. So this SCS, if I can find the picture I'm on right now and zoom in on it. Let's see. Actually, this is probably a better picture to show. Hang on one sec. Bear with me for one moment. I'm going to pull a different picture up. So, where is nor can you okay, you can't do channel member on the app and you can't gift them on the app. That's whack. Why do they even do that, bro? That's super duper whack. Okay, so boom. Okay. So if you look at this, here's kind of the dope thing. All right. So you have the slide serrations on the slide, right? This is the Battlefield Green Lipsy's custom frame. And then I have the black multicam slide on it. This is the G45 Gen 5 Lipsy's frame in Battlefield Green with the multicam 19 Gen 5 slide. So if you look at the slide serrations and then you look at the plate, so the plate that this goes on, let's get a little zoomy. There we go. There we go. So if you look at this, the plate, oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. There is no plate. So the Holosun SCS, they're made for specific guns. So this one is made specifically for the Glock MOS. So what they did is they actually fit the slide serrations into the machining of the optic. So it kind of like matches, I mean, it doesn't kind of, it does perfectly match the slide serrations of the Gen 5 Glock. Now, it's actually kind of off by like a cunt hair. So it's kind of funny, but I mean, they did a good job. The other thing, yo, I gotta say, I was really, really thrilled by this. So one of the issues with automatic adjusting optics is if you have a rare or unique, but albeit it could happen, you never want to find yourself in any situation where you cannot use your tool effectively. Well, if you're in a situation where, let's say, you're outside and you have your gun trained on somebody, okay, and you have an auto adjusting optic, if you walk through, like, let's say, an underpass, okay, now if you walk through an underpass and then all of a sudden on a bright sunny day, it boom, you're in the shadows, what would happen? Well, it would be able to sense the light, right? And then it would reduce the intensity of your reticle, but you're aiming out to a bright area, so it would completely wash out and you would lose your dot. I don't know what they did on the Holosun SCS on their sensors or if they pointed the sensors out or something, but I went into a pitch black room with a pitch black hallway. So it was leading out. And when I was in this pitch black room, I literally extended out into a very, very bright white light area and it brightened up as I extended out. When I pulled back and went over and kind of pointed it in the dark area, it dimmed again. And then when I turned to the bright area and pointed out, it literally popped right back up. It adjusted. I'm like, how are they doing this? Because I would have thought that this would have failed in this like one situation, but I was actually really impressed. And not only was I impressed with that the sensor is probably focused out on whatever light is shining into the optic, but you can't lie, like, the thing is sexy, right? Like, it looks good, it's solid. You don't have the, whatchamacallit, the solar panel on the top, so if it took a tumble, you're not gonna crack the solar panel. It sits lower, so you can use just like straight up standard sights with it. I'm actually going to change the front sight on that thing. It's a little too high. Um, but also, as you'll see, I am literally not rocking a rear sight because fuck rear sights. That's why. I don't see a sense in using a rear sight. If I have the optic with a pretty decent sized window, and I have you know um, a front sight post, that's all I need. I can line up everything else. If I'm drawing my handgun and I can't find my dot or front sight, that's not a rear sight problem. That's a me problem. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So let me bring one of these back up now. While I'll let this kind of marinate in there while I pull up some of chat real quick. Let's see. I heard Mobile One 10W30 is good from Mr. Funk. Personally, I just use hops number 9. What? Accuracy is 90% gut instinct. A scientist, probably. Dude, that is like, okay, so funny thing. Have you guys ever taken like a new shooter, like especially a female shooter or youth shooter out, and you're like, okay, this is how you do this. This is the proper way. This is the proper grip. This, especially with a long gun. If they've never like properly fired a long gun, it's super uncomfortable when you first find out how to correctly shoulder and fire a long gun, right? Um, but brand new shooters, they just do whatever feels normal and whatever feels natural. And even if they got like a crazy fudged up grip, and whatever their like thumbs are rolled over, their teacup in it or whatever, they can like bam, just like dead shot right in the center every single time. A zone, A zone, A zone. I'm like, bro, like, no, that's not how you do it. Do it this way. Do it this way. Bring your two thumbs together. You see how they fit, da, 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 and then you point, da, 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 and then they're missing and they're all over the place. I'm like, are we overcomplicating this shit? Like, are we like, no, form is this way, and we need to do this because of form, right? I don't know. Shortly, we'll go over to Rumble and we're going to pull the supports off that bad boy. So if you know what that is, then hell yeah. That is a beta that I'm involved in. It is a very, very, very small group beta of some dudes that designed this. And I saw somebody in here earlier that may know exactly what that is, and I don't wanna give him out, give it up or anything, but, for the people that come over on the Rumble stream, when we go on Rumble, we're literally gonna pull the supports off that thing. We're gonna unearth the logo behind those tree supports there. And yeah, we're gonna now I got permission. I'm just saying I hit up so anyone that's in here that's like, yo, he's not supposed to talk about that. I hit up the dude that invited me into the beta that sent me the file, and he was like, yeah, you're good. You can do that. You can show it on stream and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. But you guys know naturally I can't show it on a YouTube stream because they have the rules and stuff. So now that I've done exactly one stream on Rumble, I'll be going over to Rumble to do that this evening. So we'll do that shortly here. Exactly what I changed to 5W30 for the cold, 10W for summer, fully synthetic, of course. You'll have an full automotive conversations over here. Um, I think they still had it in stock, but oh, okay. So this is the other thing. I told y'all I made a fourth order. Um, William, what's up, brother? If I didn't say hello, good to see you. Uh, Communist says no. John Crump Live, what's up, brother? Good to see you. So here's the we got almost 80 people in here, y'all. Shout out to all y'all. The viewers, y'all are the coolest effing people in the world. Let me just say that. What I was saying is I lied. I did make a fourth order. Oh, before I bring up my fourth order, I have to share with you guys that Tack Knives is doing a early Black Friday deal. And obviously, if you're on Tack Knives and you use code DARK, you get 20% off. And they got a bunch of fire knives over there, like these, like these. But if you do use code DARK, you get 20% off your order. But if you do so on the 24th, from the 24th to the 31st, it's a Black Friday deal, and you get a free knife for every knife that you order. So if you order two, and if you order two, you get two free knives. And then also you get a free knife for every $100 that you spend. I don't know exactly how they afford to do that, but yeah, so me personally, although you can get some of the more economical knives, I think this one was on sale for like $39 when I got it. And then you use code dark and that brings the price even lower. But this is one of the cheaper ones. They're usually like 59 bucks. They come with the Kydex. So you actually get the Kydex and the tech lock and all that stuff. I usually just rock it with the pocket clip though, personally. But it's super affordable like that. But you could tell they're lower budget, right? So that's why I mess with the TK Pro line. They're a little bit higher end. Now their TACCOM is their higher end. They actually have a separate website for their stuff. They're dope knives, man. Especially for the cost, like a third of the cost of a Microtech, and I've never had an issue with any of these. Never had a misfire. Never had them. They've just been great. At 154 cm D2 steel, these things are awesome. So, if you guys want to get some free knives, that's how you do it between the 24th and 31st. Anyway, getting back to the whole ammo thing. So again, I'm not going to tell you guys to like go panic buy. You just got to evaluate what you got. And like me personally, I didn't even know how much ammo I had. So although it was a huge pain in the ass, I had to go through and do a whole ammo inventory. I pulled every ammo can, every loaded magazine, everything, and I went through and I was like, I got to inventory everything. How else will I know what I have and what I need? So I did that. That was a pain in the ass. And then I did a fourth order, but I did the fourth order for a reason because through all this, I'm looking at ammo prices, availability. I'm watching shit just like fly off the shelf like crazy. And then through all this, I find PMC 115 grain and 124 grain brass FMJs for $11.99 a box on AIM surplus. And I'm like, What? Like, let me just put like 20 in the cart and see if they're available." Boom, they're available. So I got like 500 rounds, and then I got a Blim Glock 17 barrel to bring this guy back to life. This is a right to bear slide. It's honestly, it's a great slide. It's got some Glock night sights on it and OEM parts in that bad boy. So I'm gonna bring this back to life. And I got a gray frame. I mean, I got a bunch of frames, but I don't know which one it is. I have one of the gray P80 slides too, and I'm like, man, that would look dope. A gray P80 frame with a gray P80 slide. But I don't know. I'm probably just gonna use this bad boy and do RTB, the right to bear. That's the way. John Crump Live, my man. Thank you. I just got a lot of yes, you did. And they probably needed to use a freaking hydraulic whatchamacallit, Hoosie Doodle, to walk that thing even close to your house. Crump don't play when he's ordering ammo. He orders it for the neighborhood just to be safe. But thank you, Crump, for the super chat. The funny thing is like, bro, I ordered. Let me put this back here. So I went and I placed 4 orders. Okay, out of my 4 orders, let me think. Out of my 4 orders, it is still less than Crump's 1 order that he got delivered today, and I think he may have also ordered more. But by the way, guys, just to let you know, Crump and I believe Rich as well, are going to be doing a show called it's called Uncensored Podcast, and we will be doing it every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Rumble because we can say and do whatever we want, and it's a dope show. We already had one, and it's kind of already like it's doing pretty well too. It's interesting to see how well stuff on Rumble does. So it's kind of cool. And then also you'll be seeing us do more stuff like that. So Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing a live show on Rumble, not Bumble. I'm just saying. Thank you, Crump. There's your little shout out. Hold on, you're still talking about car stuff? The cans from the 20 and 30s Sinclair was made from copper. They're badass with black dinosaur and the red dinosaur. I'm not hip. Um, Crump order pallets of ammo. I mean, yeah, literally 10,000 rounds. I'm like, bro, I'm asking people like, yo, you want to go halvesies on a barrel of 5.56, which I think that's like what 14,240 rounds or something like that. But here's the reality though. Let's say me and Crump go halvesies on a barrel of 5.56. What if you need to bounce? What if you need to leave your house? Right? Like, can I throw 7,500 rounds or what 70, 7,100 rounds in a backpack? Like, no, it's not going to happen. So you need to realize that like other things are more important than ammo too, because while I'm saying this, I'm like, I don't have a gas mask for every member of my family yet. I don't have, there's so many other things to do. Honestly, the key is the truth. The reality is that prepping is just stacking stuff. And it's also just playing into the world of consumerism and convenience and, slavery that they want us in, right? The real, like, the real way out is to create a sanctuary, a homestead, a place that you can contribute to the earth and the earth will contribute back to you. If you could build a homestead where you could actually build, this is crazy. Okay, hear me out. A lot of people, this may take a second to set in, okay? But in our world where we pay for everything because we're stuck in this cycle of consumerism and convenience and just bullshit always, we literally pay strangers thousands of dollars to take our kids from us for 10 hours a day. I know, it's crazy, right? Just so we can work to afford to pay strangers thousands of dollars to take our kids every day and have someone else teach them and yeah. Anyway, in this world that we live in, did you know that water falls from the sky and food grows from the earth? Crazy, right? It's almost like the Lord intended for us to give to the land that we have and to reap from the land that we have. And we're so far removed from that that we're literally paying our city and our county and our state for power and for water and for we're not allowed to catch rainwater. We're not it's ridiculous, I know. But if you can if you can set up a sanctuary to where you have a homestead to where you can contribute to the land and reap from the land and you can get your water, food, shelter, and security on point, God bless you because that is the way out. That is the only way out. And that way your job then becomes tending to your little sanctuary, your little homestead. And me and some trusted folks may be working on doing just that, but you know, we we'll see. See, that's the thing. Maryland charges tax for catching rainwater. Well, at least you can catch it in Maryland. Christ, we're not even allowed to catch rainwater in Virginia. But of course, that's bullshit too. 100%. That's garbage. Work the entire life to buy a house, but you can learn to build one for a lot less. Facts. Bruh, I know, Eagle Run. I know. You know what, Eagle Run? For you, my guy, here. This is what I'm gonna send you. Okay. So this is for Eagle Run. Eagle Run 23, which by the way, if you guys don't know, Eagle Run has an excellent channel and he does a lot of stuff, gun building, gun assembly. He is a reloader. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. I just sent you something on IG for you, my brother. Um, yeah, Eagle Run is the man. He's been on the show a few times, and he's got a dope channel. So check him out. But yeah, so shortly here we're going to be going over to Rumble, and we'll be popping this bad boy open and taking a look. And when you guys see what company logo is on it, give me some guesses. What company logo do you think is on this frame? Just give me a guess. Give me a guess. Dark, don't buy GP5 gas. Oh no, I'm Mira Safety is the only mask I'm gonna get. Oh nice. Take money, receive the take money, receive. Damn, gutter cheese, bro. That's not fair. And Crump knows. So okay, gutter cheese knows what's up. He's not lacking. And Crump knows what's up too. Hamster logo, X hamster logo, Strike Industries. Okay, so apparently y'all been paying attention to the internet. Yeah, it is a Strike Industries Glock 43 X frame. And yeah, it's Kim Light. Yeah, I got a couple things with the Kim Light logo on it, but yeah, this is exciting. I can't wait. You guys have probably already seen it. If you already know what company, damn, you guys taking my stealing my thunder, taking my fun. But yeah, this is exciting. I literally haven't even removed the supports or anything. So yeah, Mira makes really good stuff. Yeah, I'll be copping one of those. I'll tell you what though. Hey, Osgood. Um, HT. HT. I don't know. I don't know what that is. HT. I thought it said hi at first. Mira is boss, says Nate D. Facts. Mike McClune, night night. Mike McClune says, "Good night, everyone. Catch you on the flip side. Peace, brother. Stay strapped. I get clapped." I am a Mira affiliate. Me as well. I am a Mira affiliate as well. So if anybody needs a Mira gas mask, holler at your boy because it's about to be that time. And also, I'm finally about to. Well, I'm tempted. Tempted. I'm not like about to lay down the stacks, but I'm tempted to just get the PVS 14 because man, shit is looking mighty spicy nowadays. We got so much propaganda flowing from like both sides. It is like it's crazy. Yeah, so that's the other thing. So I've heard a bunch of people that are, that have channels that have said that Mira will literally just send you gas masks, and I'm like, I feel guilty because like I would get it to like to have it for myself, but I would have to use it. So, what do you think? If I get a mirror safety gas mask to use and to show you guys, then I would think I'd have to put it through some use, right? So I should get like OC sprayed. I should get hit with some tear gas rounds. I have I got the tear gas and oleocapsicum resin mixture. That's some pretty nasty stuff. If they like hose me down wearing the mirror safety, I think some people have done that before, though. Eagle Run, peace out, brother. I sent you something to your IG if you want to check it. If you're not available, that's cool too, though. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think some people have done it before too, but man, I'm major Delta Force exposed. But oh man, that's hilarious, dude. The shit I'm seeing from like gun tubers and oh man, it's just funny. Look, I'm not like the high and mighty, all crazy man of integrity and all that, but like, let's be honest. Like, how could you come on in a time like this, like when tempers flaring, emotions are high, people are like torn, they're getting propaganda thrown in their face left and right, up and down. Peace out. That's funny. Um, and then they're like, we are on the cusp of World War III. We are right around the corner from stepping over corpses on the street. So you need to buy my survival food and I'm just like, bro, make sure that you take this turkesterone, safe for the whole family. Like, dude, come on, man. I get it. Now, if there are things that so for an example, I was just telling you guys, like, oh, yeah, you can go get a discount on knives and shit like that. That's because I truly believe that these are good knives and they're tools that you're probably already going to be buying or using anyway. But the purpose is different. If I was like, guys, we're heading towards an all-out knife war and we're all, if I'm pitching it like that, it's just not no, it's not good. It's not good. And it frustrates me because it's like Brad knows. We all know. I mean, you just have to be cautious of what buy my food buckets. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, the Tack Knives box cutter, bro. This is where it's at. A motherfucking box cutter. But if you're like, hey, you know what? That's like $59. I need to go buy ammo or freaking water filters or family, or you know what, something for your family, or if you need actual food to put on your actual table for your actual family, fuck these knives. I'm talking about don't I'm saying this solely for the purpose of, potentially helping somebody that may already be getting a product, and also the byproduct of that is that you help the channel a little bit. That's why my discount is 20% off for you instead of the typical like 5-10% off. I had the option to take shit from it, and I'm like, I'll just take a little something something and then give a bigger discount to my people, right? Whereas some people are like, if you ever see like 5% off or 10% off, yeah, it's because the content creators taking a little something something. I don't know. It's probably shady for me to say stuff like that, but I'm just trying to keep it real. That's all I'm saying. Oh man, my bug out bag is filled with turcasterone. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What up? No, knives good. I like them. Thank you. I know, Crump. That's what I just saw the alert. It's so funny because I'm banned from his channel. That's what if all y'all went in there and be like, yo, why did you ban DLD after dark, bro? Because he be speaking truth. I'm just kidding. Don't please don't go in there saying that. Okay. Because then he'll just ban my other channel that I go in there on. So it's all good. I have no need to talk to anybody in there. But you know what? I will go in to his channel. I will go into other channels and I will listen to what they say because I would. It's much more valuable for me to get information and retain the information than do research on it and then look at it and oh my god, you know what was so funny? Okay, so a channel reported on I gotta always think about, like, do I really wanna say this? I don't even wanna say it. I'll let other people say who banned me. DLD, it's a badge of honor. Rodney Rodney banned me too. Fucking Rodney. Jesus Christ. DLD After Dark, what's your Rumble account? I searched you and only found Flying Rich. Um, if you do DLD After Dark all together, if you search DLD After Dark all together on Rumble, you should find it. If you don't, I'll try to grab a link. Cr- Crack is a high margin good. Yeah, facts. I watch some channels knowing they're dickheads. It's good to be worldly. Yeah. So I mean, for the same reason that a lot of times we may need to, watch even mainstream media from people with opposing views. And that's okay. You're looking for information and you're looking for how they're framing information and how they're framing stories. Because look, watching that you will be informed with what the general public is hearing. And when you have that information, you know what most people are going to think they know. And when most people think they know shit, and you can counteract that and actually educate them on what for real is going on, you know? DLD After Dark, hope you have a stash of the Subutex set back. I got a ton. We need to stay well, bro. Um, I got enough to get by for a little bit, but let's just say I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the struggle will be real, but the pharmacy will be an early stop if all shit hits the fan. Let me just say that. Damn, I give way too much info out on this shit, man. I'm just saying, but no, I mean, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I always do. DLD After Dark. There's two accounts with a different number of followers. Um. Maybe because I did the account and then created the channel. I think there's one that's, like, under dark and one that's under DLD After Dark, but I changed both of them to DLD After Dark. It's got, like, 45 followers. Let me see. I'll grab the link. There's 3 videos under my account. So let me see. Hold up. What would you do? Oh, that's me. 47 followers and 3 vidyas. That's what I got. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. I will boop, boop. No, don't report. Hold on. I'll share this with y'all. Dee 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 dee. Okay, where can I share? Share. Okay. Copy. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so boom. All right, so there's that. Or be a fool and be ignored. Okay, so there's that. And for those of you that do want to support, I do have the Shadow Systems Glock lower parts kits available, and I will share that with you guys too. They are 59 doll hairs. I only accept doll hairs. If somebody actually cut 59 doll hairs out and send them to I'd probably still give you the lower parts kit. Okay, so that's that. And I think I had something else that someone asked me to share, but yeah, let me know. Those are the 2 links. There's my Rumble and we'll be going live on that shortly, and we'll be taking the supports off of this bad boy and unearthing the frame. And is that like a gun hair? Kinda similar. Doll hairs. I get. Yeah, that's probably true. And then also the link for the Shadow Systems lower parts kit if anybody out there wants to support the homie. Now, okay, so oh yeah, and like I said earlier, if anyone is curious, watching, or interested, they do have 9 millimeter um, FMJ in the brass 115 grain and 124 grain in are on AIM surplus for $11.99 per box. So that's like 239 per 1,000 rounds. It's not that bad at all. Just saying. Hold on, what I miss. Hold up, what? It'll help fill the receptor. Hold on. Stock up some kratom. Dark, get a few kilos or something. Oh man, see, I heard that kratom was. Some people have said like, "Yo, kratom is the way. Kratom is great." Um, I don't know. I've heard some people be like, "Man, I got on kratom and I just can't get off that shit." Um, I don't know. DLD, how many pistol optics do you have and how many do you need? So, I mean, I don't think I need any more pistol optics. I wanted an RMR and I wanted the SCS. I got both of those. I have like 8 other optics that are mostly hollow suns, primary arms. One of my hollow suns is so okay. If you guys have not seen the Strike Industries, what do they call it? Exoskeleton, bro. If you're mounting a red dot, any cut, RMR cut, doctor cut, any kind of red dot on like a sub gun, a shotgun, anything like that. I wouldn't do it on an AR, but because it's a very very low board. Well, if you have like a POF or an MR556 with that built-in riser, this could work. But if you if you get the exoskeleton, it is a little kit that is a steel guard for like an RMR, a Hollow Sun, something like that. I just mounted it on my I got a little Shockwave Mossberg 590 with a brace and all that. Yeah, brace, suck on that GTF. And um yeah, sorry. So it basically is a it's a QD. It's a thumb like a knob QD. It's not like a lever QD, but it's super quick to put on and take off, and it is a steel complete like enclosure for your optic. It looks badass, and it completely protects your optic. And I got that thing on the 12 gauge now. That shit's fire, and it's like 40 something dollars, 47, $49, and it's almost as dope if you've seen the Anvil, ANVL, the Anvil optic setup for subguns is straight fire. It is set up for either an RMR cut or doctor cut pistol optic. It has built-in rear sight and an AR-15 front sight. So you could even take the front sight out and then install like a tritium front sight because it takes a standard AR sight. Bro, that thing is so nasty. Set up your red dot to co-witness your sights, and I saw it the first time I saw it was on a BNT. Bro, that shit looked so sick. So I would love to get something like that, but it's costly. You're gonna pay for it. It is what like 150, $150. So it all depends on what it's worth to you. Um What didn't you like about the G40? Did it jam? No, I like the 40 caliber or the 10 millimeter Glock 40. I think it's great. What you may be talking about is when I had said that I don't prefer the 10 millimeter or PF45 frame. I like it on an OEM frame. That's just me being, picky of the ergonomics. I typically like the ergonomics of a polymer 80 frame. I like the way they kind of, have more of a straight grip, and I like the texture and all that. I don't like the ridiculous upswept trigger guard. I don't like the full pick rail. I think they could totally, thin it out and make it actually fit Glock holsters, which would be dope. But although I do have it set up on the PF45 frame, the Glock 40 10 millimeter, I just kind of prefer it on an OEM frame. It's a little more 40 cal is not great. If you're gonna get a 40 cal, get a 10 millimeter. Let's just be honest there. Um, 40 caliber is 10 millimeter short, and 10 millimeter is 40 caliber magnum. So that's just the that's the way. So many people buy optics for every pistol. I think it's a waste of money. Yeah, so it depends on what the use of the pistol is. Like the reason I got the RMR, and look, I'm not the super Gucci gear dude, right? But it is almost irrefutable that the RMR is one of the most solid and rugged optics. But you pay a cost for that. The window size sucks. The clarity of the optic and the emitter sucks compared to other optics on the market. But if you don't wanna drop, like, nearly $500 on an RMR, but you want something super solid that works really well on a Glock, the Holosun SCS has been just a freaking joy. It's been incredible. Love it. So, that is on when I'm not rocking the Beretta M9A3 on my kit, on my gun belt, Blue Alpha belt with, the Safari Lane holster. My go-to, I pop that QLS, boop, pop that thing out, take the holster out of there, and then I pop in the 6390 RDS holster, and I rock my G45 Gen 5 19 kind of build, the same one that I just showed you here. Um, do, 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 Boom, this guy right here. I'll rock this thing in there, and that's probably not a good picture. It's a good picture of the optic, but not a very good picture of the gun. Um, I'll rock that thing, which is let's see. Boom. There we go. Oh, wrong way. Hold on. Boom. So I'll rock this thing, and that's been like my go-to for a little while. I also still rock the 19X from time to time, but um Trijicon RCR looks sick, but the price, that's what I'm saying. It's look, it depends on how hard and how brutal are you going to be on your guns, right? Most of us could not kill a Holosun 507 or a Holosun SCS, or whatever. Most of us couldn't kill a Swamp Fox. I actually did have an issue with one Swamp Fox, but if you're going to be carrying and you're going to beat the dog shit of it, and like I'm a big ass dude, when I carry a gun, and I got a dot on it, that thing's gonna get beat up just by my big old ass and my gun belt, and drawing, and I'm pushing that gun to its limits. I'm drawing it thousands of times, and I'm running my times, and I may be a little bit harder on it than some people, but my EDC does not have a dot on it right now. I got the RMR because I wanted to carry a gun IWB with a light and a dot, but all it did was go on my gun that's an alternative for this. So when I'm not carrying this in my Safari Land, the 6390 RDS, which reminds me, I got to order that shit from Ghostman Tactical to wrap my Mofo holster. But when I'm not carrying that, let's see if I have the one with the, all right, so I don't have a picture of it after I posted it with or after I mounted the RMR on it, but this is the other one. So this exact setup with the polished slide, the RMR, and the TLR1 HL is the exact same setup as the Gen 5 45 with all the porting and shit like that. John Crump Live, thank you for the super chat. He says he is showing his flashlight he designed. I guess he must sell them on a Chinese website because I see one that looks identical. All right, let's be kind. Let's be kind. All right. Um, some people have mentioned that his flashlight is indeed Chinese. I don't know if he's selling white labeled stuff. That's it. I got no hate. I got no hate. Um, God bless you, John Crump. Oh, come on. Did my battery just die on this bitch? Come on. And it did. So now that's my backup vape. Now I got to go to the big one. Woo! Holy moly. Thank you, Crump, for the super duper chat. Uh, buy my soap. Don't you have was it bulletproof soap or is it antimicrobial soap or something like that? Dude, I got the paint on my GD slippers. I guess I need to let. Oh my god, I can see the silver on the bottom of my slippers. I'm the worst. White Scout Survival, thank you for coming on in here and hanging out. I appreciate you. And yes, behind that is the 6.5 inch Cebu Super Shorty 12 gauge. That thing is a blast. But had I known um, that Walt at Safety Harbor Firearms had made those at the time, I bought that years and years ago. I would buy one of the KEG shotguns from Walt because those things are badass and they're solid. The weld is like stupid solid. Yeah, that's the same one he says. I think it's saved like 5 people's lives too so far. Yeah. Um, who's rebranding Chinese shit? I don't even want to talk about it. It's see, Crump has no shame in it at all, and he'll actually do stuff like this. Buy my soap Kesterone. I don't like optics on pistols yet. Old man thing. I keep looking for the sights. Yes, I used the tape trick. So honestly, it took me a long time to go to a pistol optic. And honestly, I was a iron sights dude on long guns and sub guns for the longest time. And I'm, I guess you would say I'm a younger dude. I'm not an old man, right? I'm in my 30s. But the moment that I actually got a red dot, mounted it on my Glock, and I looked through it, I was like, okay, I could see how this could be advantageous. And then it's cool, right? But once you actually sight it incorrectly, and wherever you put that goddamn dot, sorry, excuse my language, wherever you put that dot is where the bullet goes. It's like, whoa, okay, this is crazy. Sighting it in and having any optic properly sighted in will give you so much confidence. It is like insane. So if your shit is only kind of sighted in like a little or whatever, if it's kind of off, or if you know where your holds are, right? So if you're going super far out or super close, know that your holds are going to be different. You may have to aim over your target. If it's super, super close, you may have to make adjustments, right? You may have to hold over, you may have to hold under, depending on, whatever. I'm just saying that would you whatever, know your holds. So, long guns, especially if you have a, like an M4, AR, M16, AR-15 style rifle, when you get that thing sighted in and it is, like, spot on, the amount of confidence it gives you is nuts. A pistol red dot is just the same. When you get the thing sighted in and it is like spot on wherever you put that dot is like you're going to be hitting within an inch of that thing within, 25 yards. It's pretty intense. It gives you a whole lot of confidence. Scott D Pugnificent, what's up, brother? I think Crump means beaming goon. Hold on. Olight. I still have the one my parents gave me 3 years ago on my M&P. Oh man. Did someone say survival? Bro, you guys are too much. Oh man, I don't know how y'all have the energy and the witty. Y'all are awesome. Um, okay, let's go back to it real quick though. So red dots and pistols and all that. 90s was a blast, bro. I miss the 90s, man. Goddamn. I sell optics that I designed for $4.99. Ignore the Wrighton logo. That is just camo. Yo, y'all are so bad, so bad. Okay, going back to it. Um, I always look for the iron sights. I always looked for the iron sights. There's something in me that is like, whether it's on a pistol with no dot or a pistol with a dot, no matter what, the sights are always going to be there. And if you can find your sights, and if you've trained, thousands and thousands and thousands of draw strokes, you're always going to have your sights, right? And then once you have your gun up, then you can make the decision on, what you're looking at. And if you use your sights, use your sights, but as you fire it, try to get used to the dot. Look at the dot and where you're hitting close range. Push your target out further, and just try to get used to it, and see. I don't know. It's preference. I don't personally believe in like the red dot supremacy thing. I believe in personal preference. And if you don't fuck with the dot, then don't run one. Um, I think there could be some benefits sometimes, but here's the deal. People always make errors when they're mounting the dot. A lot of people make some errors when they're mounting the dot, when they're sighting in the dot. They just put it around the front sight and expect it to be in the right place. They have stigmatism, and they don't even know which part of the shit that they're seeing is the actual dot or not. It's kind of like half of a question mark, and there's so much shit that, you just got to do what works for you. And if you're committed to a dot, if your eyes work well with a dot, run the shit out of it and make sure, one, that you trust it, two, that it doesn't go flying off your optic, or three, that your screws don't come back to, get back off of them. And one of the ways that I combat that is this. Here, you can file this into the DLD tips category. When you're mounting your optic and you know that you have it like 100%, like mounted correctly, and you got your Loctite on there and all that stuff, put your 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever your thing is, put your little paint markings on the optic screws, so you can get a visual of when, if your by the way, I gotta show this off real quick. Shout out to Come Out in PLA, my guy. Bam. So that way you can get a visual. If your screws start to back out, you can tell, because as you're shooting it, you got to keep an eye on it, but it's very, very visual, right? As you're firing, you're going to be able to see if your screws are backing out, because you have two red dots at the 12 o'clock spot. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't say that there's like RMR supremacy. I do like it, right? It's super solid, and I do like it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what lives longer: the Holosun SCS, or the which is that one right there. Boom, the Holosun SCS. Uh, we'll see which one lives longer, and then we'll make a decision from there. All right. Okay, so I'll answer some chats and stuff, and then I'm going to go over to Rumble to take this bad boy out of there, get the supports off, and be able to show all of you this beautiful new frame. Yeah, you like my AFT shirt? Never forget the Comanche. I've dry fired tens of thousands of times. Presentations dialed in and consistent dots there every time. Fast as fuck by E. Yeah, the other thing is, with dots, you need to, and this could help you in the comments. I think it was Emmy who said it. Um, well, you keep both eyes open, tape over the dot, shoot targets. It supposedly helps. Yeah, I don't have any experience with that. The thing that changed shooting with a dot for me personally, what's up, Gerchop? The thing that changed for me personally shooting with a dot is I used to, like, draw and find the sites, and I would, like, hunch over a lot, and that's been a bad training scar that has been, like, beat into me, just hunching over, hunching over, hunching over. Anyway, not doing I'm working on no longer doing that, but somebody was like, "Hey, Dark, you're looking for your dot. You should not need to look for your dot. When you draw, draw your gun and bring it higher. Bring the dot to your eye. Don't bring your eye to the dot. And when you're drawing and presenting with a dot, total game changer. Bring it higher. Bring it higher. Absolutely will change the game if you're having those issues. But you got to get with somebody that is like, for me, when I'm looking to improve on things, I find people that are better than me, more skilled than me, and I pay them money to make me better. So that's what training is all about. Oh yeah, this is dead, of course, and I don't have the charger that I need. Dude, White Scout is still out here hustling. I have my own mount called White Scout Survival Mounting System. All RMR dots will work with it. All RMR dots? So RMRs? Street crappers piss me off. You stand right there. I gotta get cited. Yeah, you stay right there. No, I want to keep them here if they're better than me. Um, EOTech on a J frame, bro. I actually have a J frame, and it's a good gun. It's a good gun. I don't really carry it anymore, but you can lean in a little. So the thing is I would hunch over too much, man, and it's not. Lean in, get your stance right, get a strong stance with um, your strong foot, I guess your dominant foot behind you. Get a good solid stance, but there's no reason for us to like hunch in like that, and that's kind of like the old school the way that like I was taught to do it, right? I will say you got to tuck in on a rifle, like basically, bring the chicken wings down and pull back, and then kind of hunch down a little bit on a long gun. But like when it comes to a pistol, um like posture is important and it will impact your shooting, especially when like I was not drawing high enough. I was pushing out too low. So when I finally started drawing, especially with a dot higher, it was like, whoa, I don't need to move me as much. I need to move the gun. So that had a big impact on speed and all that. And I've been running like 0.53 is the best time out of my Safari land. Draw to first shot, A zone hit, and that's the best time that I've ever had, period. Mostly, I'm typically around like 0.60 to 0.65 out of my Safari Land rig, out of concealment, like, in a concealed holster with a cover garment over it, where you have to clear the garment, grab it, draw. I'm still at like just under 1.5, like 1.3 to 1.4 ish, which is, in my opinion, is good. I worked very, very hard for a very, very long time. Whereas like people like Lethal Luke, who was just on the show on Tuesday, is like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for like a year. I'm like, bro, kid is sub 1 second, draw to first shot, A zone hit out of concealment. That's nuts. That is like overt rig numbers right there. 0.53 is pretty quick. And here's the crazy thing. When I watch Terran Tactical draw out of an overt rig and nail a target in the A zone at like 0.26 seconds, I was like, bro, here I am finally getting to like where I feel like I'm at a good point, right? I'm a good time. Like if I have to draw, I feel good about it. And he's just like, beep. I mean, it doesn't even give me like time to register. Like it took me longer than that to start drawing for my shit after the beep. I'm like, bro, but if you the only way to improve is if you know what you're measuring, right? How many of us really, for real, draw from concealment and draw in our like overt rig? And not everybody has, different rigs, right? A lot of people are just like, yo, I'm just gonna keep my concealment shit, and that's what I'm doing, right? Like maybe Lethal Luke is such a beast and sub 1 second draw to first shot with an A zone hit every single time because he's always running the same kit, always running the same gun. Nothing changes every single time. Maybe it's consistency that does it for him, right? But if I'm gonna be running like a concealment when I'm wearing like business clothes, I can't carry a Glock 34 with a red dot and a TLR1 HL I would love to, right? I can't carry my Beretta M9A3 because I need to, wear stuff that doesn't allow me to carry that. I will no longer carry a pocket gun. I used to carry a pocket gun when I was in dress clothes, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop tucking in my shirt. Done tucking in my shirt. Well, Dark, wear a tuckable holster. Fuck tuckable holsters. They're terrible. They suck. I have never, ever had a tuckable holster that one actually works for me and two doesn't bunch up your whole shit and you can see the clips. Like if anybody knows what to look for, they're going to be able to see that you have two clips like right near your appendix area. I'm just saying it's not for me. All right, I've tried it. It's nope, those go into the holster bin of shame, and that's it. Sorry, I've totally been ignoring chat. Hold on. There's a study, if you practice enough, your brain builds shortcuts. Is that actually true? F1 drivers, for example. But I don't even know. Tuck it and roll, Dylan. Woman of the year 2 times in a row. What? I hacked into their space laser, so I'll just use that. Bro, tell us how you really feel, Dark. I'm just saying they suck. They suck. Tuckable holsters suck balls. They're terrible. Possibly that's true, right? Like Terran Tactical, Terran Butler, God bless him. I met him in person. He is a very, very humble, kind man, and I admire that. Um, he, I guarantee you, he has way more time behind a gun than I do, and he has way more time to practice. He is at that range all the flipping time, and his job is to help teach people how to shoot, right? If I could shoot nearly every day, a few times a week even, it'd be a game changer, right? Like that would absolutely be a game changer. Also, if I charged people $3,500 for a firearm, which I don't sell guns or anything like that, I'm just saying, then I would probably be able to fund my way to ordering 10,000 rounds every week like John Crump does. But, whatever. I'm not saying I'm not hating. I'm just saying, those Terran Tactical firearms are remarkably expensive. And I'm not saying they're not worth it. I'm just saying I'm not gonna drop 8 stacks on a Sand Viper or a Pit Viper. Bro, I'm sorry. They're dope. I admire them. I fired them, and they're awesome. Or no, I fired the Pit Viper, not the Sand Viper. They're dope, but yeah, I'm not dropping 6, 7, 8 stacks on that. If anything, bro, I'm the maximum I will drop on a hand. I guess I do have like a $2,000 Glock, but the maximum I'll drop on a handgun is like beyond 1,500. It has to be like stupid. Like it has to be purposeful. Like there has to be a reason that it is that expensive, and it has to offer something to me. Like it allows me to achieve a good time, I'm not a good time like fun. I mean like a good time of like draw to first shot, splits or like there's got to be something, right? Now, I believe that Terran Tactical's firearms do offer an advantage, right? They have absolutely some advantages to them. But if you were putting like $1,000 into your own build and you were building a gun from the ground up, I promise you, you can put something together that's like Terran Tactical at home and be blown away with the results. I've got Glocks that I've put like under $500 into that are my, like, go-to workhorses that I straight up, like, beat the dog shit out of, but would go to them every time. Like, my 19X, that is a fucking work gun. I have ran the dog shit out of the 19X. Well, not the dog shit, but I've ran it a lot, and that gun has been great to me. But now I've needed to transition to some other things. So, for an example, like a J frame with an EOTech mounted on it. That's the next one. So that's impressive because it usually takes about 0.5 seconds for someone to like make a decision or have a reaction. So, oh, and here's what I was saying. The only way you can improve anything like that is if you actually measure it. Okay. So if you're trying to get better on your draw to first shot and accuracy and all that, then you need to practice like crazy. Um Eagle Run 23 just mentioned me on Twitter. I wonder what it is. Sorry. It better suck my dick for that kind of money. It might. It might. Alien gun, but still won't drop that much. Yeah, I mean, for that, it's like, ooh, you get a piston-driven 9 millimeter. Why do I want a piston-driven 9 millimeter? Like, what benefit would that be? Oh, well, it's made out of this particular type of steel, and it's cut on this particular type of machine. Okay. What benefit does that give me? The trigger and the trigger reset or so there are things that you can get in other places. That's I don't know, diminishing returns, exactly. Um, so anyway, so with all this said, this is also coming from a guy who has a $500 knife sitting right in front of him. So I know it all depends on like what your thing is, right? Like I'm really looking right now at a Microtech combat Truden. Bro, that thing is fire. I would probably trade this for a combat Truden. But then again, the combat Truden is more expensive than this. So anyway, it all depends on what your thing is, right? His guns for people that have 35 hundo and 52 weeks to wait. I didn't know that it was a 52-week wait time. That is insane. Until Lethal Loot came on here saying it. You know, if you got your own Glock, you can literally just send him your gun, 1,500 bucks, and wait for your Glock Combat Master. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like, okay, so what? He keeps all the parts that it's like. I don't like that shit. So there are things that you can do yourself, right? You can you can do it yourself. You can upgrade things yourself. You can improve them yourself. You can just it's better to do on your own. That's all I'm saying. Microtech is overrated 100%. Yeah. But this I just fell in love with it. It's just super dope. Super dope. But yes, Microtech is overrated and you know why drop, you know, $600 on an OTF when I can have this for like 129 or whatever it is and this thing their OTFs are limited in their capabilities, okay? And yes, tack knives has been great. I've had zero problems with any of my tack knives at all. There were a couple of these, the cheaper ones that were like a little bit wobbly, right? A little loose and wobbly, but they never actually failed or had any issues. So for me personally, I've never had any actual issues with just buy and use a Glock 17. You don't need the fancy uh thousands Gucci pistols. Yeah, no, I don't think it's an issue of like need, right? Like this Glock 17 that's in this thing, literally I call it the 100,000 round Glock. Like it has got a better trigger than almost any other Glock that I own, and it's just from having the dog shit pit like the piss shot out of it. But it's also had a bunch of it. It's had like a grip reduction and like stippling and stuff, but that was all free. A buddy did it. Um, but you know, it runs, it works. I'm stupid accurate with it. I could probably shoot skeet with this thing, and it's mostly OEM. Um, what is that? Tack? Yeah, tack knives. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so many people are brand snobs that they're like, oh, That is a tack knives. That's just stupid Chinesium that they make. Yeah, the dude straight up says, "Yeah, I buy the shit from overseas, and then I bring them to Texas, and then I laser my shit on it, and then I build them out in my like in his warehouse in Texas because he still has to like do fitting and shit like that so that these work together, right? So he's still building them in Texas, but he's not like American made, you know. He's like, yeah, this shit's Chinese. Um, but anyway, it's still, you know, been great for the price. Like, bro, this shit right here, homie. Again, this shit was $39. Okay. 440 carbon steel, little shitter. But guess what? I'll beat the fuck out of this thing, throw it around. I've stabbed the shit out of like layers and layers of cardboard and tape with this. And now I know it's only cardboard and tape, but that is a blade's worst enemies. Promise you that. And it's been great. No problems, no hiccups, no nothing. And if you want to go a little bit Gucci for like $59, Tack Knives has this. And this is, you know, I actually haven't cut anything with this yet. I just got this recently. But if you want to go for their higher dollar shit, it's like 129 to 159 is their higher dollar shit. So Tack Knives is cool with me. I would much rather carry one of these, knowing that OTFs do have limitations. Okay. I can't go baton through a fucking log with this. Okay. I get that. Um, but carrying like a nearly $500 Microtech here, oh man, that's a tough thing. I will carry it. I have carried it, but even this is like 230, right? 230 bucks with like a $30 5x5 combat solutions. This is the Spyderco Yojumbo. Sorry, the Yojumbo is larger. But what does this do that my like $115 cold steel Frenzy doesn't do? I actually kind of like this more in the blade shape and all that a little bit more. So and I added on the Snaggletooth right there. The Snaggletooth, man, shout out to them. They're a dope company. They specifically make shit machined for the blade that you're adding it to. So you have the pocket wave feature. So when you draw your blade, it actually comes out, snap, and snaps open like this bad boy. Literally, pocket lint just fell out of it. Um, this has been great. This has been my go-to for a long time. Anyway, y'all know this. But most of the people that watch that are here often, y'all know all this shit. I'm just kind of sharing, so you know. Okay, Boker Kalishnikov, best deal out there. D2 for 45 bucks. Yeah, sub $50 for a side opening auto. I carried. Well, I had one for a long time. Auto knives weren't legal in Virginia when I had that, so let's just say I didn't carry it as often, but still great knives. And I have one of the Cobra Tech side opening autos, but it's all the way over there, so I'd have to grab that. But yeah. So anyway, so I'm thinking, here's what we do. I'm thinking we close this shit out. All right. I actually need to check on all the shit that I wonder who this could be. Good night. So White Scout Survival says good, and John Crump Live says night. Good night, John Crump. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Then we're going to go ahead and go over to Rumble, and then I'm going to take this bad boy out of the supports. And I don't have look. I got shit all over the place, so I'm not going to be able to like put a camera down on it to like show you all what I'm doing. I also got way too much shit here that could identify me with like all my there's going to be like a packing slip with my fucking address on it right here and shit. So I'm literally just going to do it like this, like in front of the camera. So y'all gonna have to deal. But I'll put my let's see. Hold on. I'll put my Rumble link in here. And if you guys care to join, it will be a blast. I would like to show the picture I sent earlier. Oh, so John Crump has his brand new book, and the brand new book is hold on. Oh man, we got Marine Gun Builder announcements. We got all sorts of shite. Oh my god. Bro, you really dude, Crump went in there under White Scout Survival and said, "Why does your logo look so close to mine?" Whoever that guy is, someone else said. Oh my god, Crump, you are freaking a monster. Okay, so Crump has a new book out. It is called Masters of Firepower. Okay, it's got a Glock 26 on the front of it, and it says Chronicles of Iconic Firearms Designers by John Crump. And that's his new book that's out. You can get it on like everything and anything and audio. And the cool thing about the audiobook is it's actually me reading it, but I'm doing it in a very seductive I'm just kidding. No, it's not me. And I don't do a seductive voice. Um, yeah, I don't know who does his audiobook, but show John Crump some love on November 1st when it is available as to do a collaboration with him. Yeah, I know, right? Um, it's not the same as the canned. It can be okay. Hold on, what are we talking about? Canned. Oh, hold on. Let me back up here. DLD, my tech knife came with over and beyond awesome case. Hell yeah, awesome. Yeah, I threw a bunch of dope stickers in there too. So you got like all the DLD stickers, the Build More Guns stickers, the FATF stickers, all those bad boys. So hell yeah. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go live on Rumble. I put the link in there, so if you want, you can come and join us on Rumble. Look, I realize I was always the guy that when people on YouTube said they were going on Rumble, I'd be like, "Peace," and when they left, I would never follow them. I would never. You're gonna make me go to another browser. You're gonna make me download an app, and you're gonna make me make a freaking sign on and all and a username and all that. But I ask that you do this in remembrance of freedom. We can't do shit, we can't say shit, we can't handle shit, we can't do anything on YouTube because they are so anti-freedom, okay? So come over and fuck with your boy, and I'll see most of you over there. So we got 52 people out there right now. Come join us on Rumble, and let's have some fun together while I take this thing out of the supports and show you guys what we got. Drew, what up? We're about to go over to Rumble so I can take this super new fancy thing out of these supports. Hmm. Porqué, the fab food of the Middle East. I think I missed that. Um, let's see. Sandman, what up? What up? Gray Cat coming in hot. Awesome. I look forward to seeing all you guys over there on Rumble. Thank you all for all your support, man. Seriously, I love all you guys. I'm gonna run downstairs and check on the paint on the gun, the upper, lower, and the handguard, and just kind of double check to make sure it's not like all fallen over and all like. Okay, why does Rumble ask for my address when I sign up? I didn't put any of that shit in. I didn't put any of it in. I just put like, you know, uh name and all that and you know, I didn't even use my real name, by the way. I put in dark and DLD after dark, which is why I think my channel was under just dark for a while. So that was messed up, but I'm gonna check on the build downstairs, the paint on the AR downstairs, grab a charger, and I'll come right back up. So give me 5 minutes, and then I'll go live on Rumble, and we'll be able to take this bad boy out of the tree supports and hopefully take a look at a gorgeous Glock 43X frame from Strike Industry. Well, licensed by Strike Industries, which is no one's ever done that shit. No one's ever done that shit. So anyway, as we wrap up, let's do this. For all of you that support the channel, thank you so much. Go to the description. In the description, you'll see links for all the companies that support us. They are the homies, okay? There's discount codes. You can use code DARK at Goonbeam. You can use Glowies at Gideon Optics. You can use, I mean, there's so many. The code DARK at Tac Knives saves you freaking 20%. And I know we talked about a lot of tack knives over there. But if you use code dark after the 24th, then you'll actually be getting like free knives and shit too, and 20% off. But use the homies; they support us, so let's support them. And let's go ahead and wrap up with some of my favorite quotes. And I'll hold this gorgeous flower in my hand while we do this. So, guys, remember rule number one is to be kind. Okay. It is so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So, be kind, right? It's our job. Rule number two, live a life live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you give to others, when you bless others, you become blessed because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Also, rule number three, my favorite, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. We're going to Rumble right now, and it's probably going to get spicy because I can say whatever I want there. I can handle firearms there. I can do what I want, and it's going to be a blast. Thank you all for supporting. Leave a comment. I'll use them for giveaways and stuff like that. Love y'all. Peace. Oh, and I got a giveaway coming up in about a week or so. Oh, and tomorrow night, the Sleepy Roofer stuff will be available. I'm launching it tomorrow night. I'll see y'all then. Love y'all. Bye. Come to Rumble. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I got to do the let's get ready to rumble. Does that work? Is that better? Love y'all.